It's you talk, baby.
You Talk family, what go on? This your boy D. I wanted to come on and tell you guys thank you to everyone, my whole entire You Talk family that's been supporting me since I started doing this back in 2020. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you guys. And a big thank you to everyone that is signed up with your You Talk memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much. I also want to say thank you and shout out to our super producer, the man himself, Mr. King Judge, KJ Production, Mr. Marquise Judge. Thank you, brother. I appreciate everything you do. I love you, brother. You already know. Also, a big thank you and shout out to our super co-host, Mr. Larry Frank Jr. You Talk family, I know y'all appreciate him, and I do as well. Shout out to Mr. Larry Frank Jr. Thank you for all that you do, brother. I love you. Let's get into it, man. Let me tell you about these 3 different memberships that we got going on at You Talk. The first membership is the You Talk Club. And with that membership, you will receive different loyalty badges for every month that you are a member of the You Talk family. The second membership is the You Talk VIP. And with that membership, you will receive 10% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. And you will get different photos and videos whenever we're out and about. We'll be sending you different stuff. And the third membership is the You Talk Box. And with that membership, you will receive exclusive content when we're doing special interviews with special guests. You will all have access to those interviews, and you will get 15% off any You Talk branded merchandise or apparel. So those are your 3 memberships. Pick one of the 3, and if you don't, it's still all good. It's all love over here at You Talk, but everybody that's got their memberships, I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much, like I said. So, like I said before, thank you. We love you guys. Thanks for supporting the movement. Everybody stay safe, take care. And y'all know how we start every video and every show that we do. And y'all know how we end every video and every show that we do. It ain't no us without you, baby. And I'm out. We love you guys. Take care. It's You Talk.
It's you talk, baby.
From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's you talk, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl, shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's You Talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world.
It's you talk, baby.
Black kings and queens, but both that I'm from. Every time we carry.
Always like a good beat.
I know, right?
Sets the tone for the show. Sets the tone for the show. Yo,
Yo,
what's
yo,
happening?
yo.
Sis, what's good? It's been a minute. What's going
I
on?
know. It feels like it's been forever. I swear. Like when a week passed, it's like almost a month. That's how it feels. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome, lovely, and all those other adjectives that go to say good, positive stuff. I'm just on another level
Absolutely.
right now. And guess what? You know why? Because we rolling every week. Every week. No more every other week. We are bringing it to you. Real Talk is
Yes.
coming to y'all live every single Monday. So if you
Yes.
don't know, to quote my boy Biggie, now you know. But sis, let's
Now
go
you
ahead on and
know.
get this thing started officially.
Okay.
Y'all know how we
Okay.
start every show. Ain't
Come
no
on.
us.
Without you, baby.
Yeah. Real Talk family, what's going on? Y'all know who it is. You know
Hi,
myself,
y'all.
Mr. Frank in the building, little sis, wonderful Miss Shy Blue in
Hey.
the building, coming
Uh-huh.
at you doing what we do. And you know what? We got a very, very, very good show tonight. I think it's going to be a
We
real
do.
informative show. The topic is going to be fire. It's going to be a lot to
Yep.
learn. And listen, I've been in the game for a long time and I'm ready because I'm looking to get some pointers. Because listen, you never ever, you got to get to a point where you can't think you know it all. You never know it all. You always got to be open to learning more stuff.
Yeah,
So
you do. Because I know I got my little notebook right here.
Right.
I got it right here. I promise you.
For sure. Real quick, let me shout out some of these chats and we're going to get these shout outs and then we're going to go ahead on, get it popping, bring our guests in. Chris Kane, what's up, bro? What's going
Hey,
on?
Chris.
Shouts out to our guy, Joseph Bernard B. Nod in the building.
Bernard.
Uh-oh. Is that Nakia? Is that Nakia? That looks like
cousin.
that's cousin in
That's
the
you gotta
building.
say the no at the end. That's cousin.
Oh, my bad. Excuse me, cousin. What's happening, cousin? No doubt about it. Sherry Lewis,
Yes.
what up, sis? What's happening? Good to see you. And look, before we get it started, before we get it popping and bring our special guests in the building, we got to get the business out of the way. As always, shout outs. So let me go ahead on and go through them, sis. Let me get them out the way, and then we're gonna get down to business. Let's do
You
this.
got the floor.
All right. First shout out of the night, as always, has to go to the man, the myth, the legend, the creator, and the proprietor of UTalk and the UTalk Network himself, my brother, Shy brother, your brother, our brother, Mr. Devin Lloyd, aka D. What up with you, boy? We love you, boy.
What's
Thanks
up,
for all that you do.
What's up,
All the
broski?
time. We got you, Joseph Bernard. We got you. Second shout out of the night, as always. When me and D doing our different shows, we got to do it. Hey, Shy learns. She just learned again. You know, he can make it right. The man behind the technicals, the super producer. And that ain't a term that D uses loosely. That is real. He is a definite super producer because he can get you back online and make things happen. Lord knows we be sweating. Ooh, the one and only Mr. Marquise Judge, KJ Productions in the building. Thank you, Marquise. Appreciate all that you do.
He just like literally called me like right before we started, like, you good? Yeah, right. I'm like, I love him.
That's why he's the super producer.
He was on point.
Oh yeah. Third shout out of the night goes to the man behind the merchandise and the designs, the one and the only. Hey, the man of many names. His government name, Joseph Bernard, but we know him as B-Nod. Yes. We know him as Overton Wakefield Bernard.
Yes.
And I'm going to add a new title to him, the shit starter, because sis is mad because I'm rocking my shirt right now.
And y'all, I don't have a shirt. I just text everybody because how do I not have a shirt, y'all? Like, what?
It's all good.
You see how they do me, y'all. I just want everybody to know. You see how they do me, right? Go ahead. They gang up on me.
I'm gonna let JB handle that. I'm not in that. I'm gonna let JB handle that. I'm gonna let him handle that. Fourth shout out tonight, as always, goes to our viewing audience, everybody that's watching us here on YouTube and all the streaming platforms. We are live on X. We are live on Kick. We are live on TikTok. We are live on IG. Whatever streaming platform, whatever social media platform that you can find this broadcast and this network on, we are on it. And
yes, we are.
Most definitely. So shouts out to everybody that's watching us. Fifth and final shout out, as always. Let me see if I can make it right, because like I said, she's a little hot right now. Let me see if I can bring the temperature down. My sis, Shy Blue, thank you, sis, for doing what you're doing, being a part of this thing. Can't do it without you, sis. Appreciate you.
And thank you too, brother. Got to give it right back to you.
Much appreciation.
Of course.
Jamal Davis, what it do?
Hi, Jamal.
Antonio Abner. Double A, what's that?
Hey, Tonio.
Not
Thank
Nakia.
You.
Hold up, Nakia. Hold up, Nakia. Cousin nah. Hey, I'm going to use what I got to use to stay out of trouble.
Hold on, no, cousin. He came on here like, yeah, look, sis. I'm like, hold on, is that a real talk show? Say less.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I thought you had it. I thought you had it or whatever. I'm like, look, I'm
So
rocking
you
it for
don't
the
think
night.
you have it on tonight?
I'm
You don't
showing
think
it off. Well, I mean,
watching it?
it's the premiere. I mean, hey,
That's crazy. But it's all
it's
good.
all
It's
good.
okay.
It's all
Yeah.
good, man.
It's all good.
We
Because
gonna
you
be
know I just
good.
came from the Clarissa Shields fight. So I'm ready. I'm lit.
Hey, I want to get into that real quick. Real quick. You went to see
Uh,
Clarissa Shields. Talk to us about that. How was it?
okay, so this is real about to be so y'all. First of all, the fight itself was lit. Like we had Rick Ross there. He brought her out. Her that's my fighter, female fighter. I like her. You know, I think she's really good. But when you see her live and really see her like really throwing them punches, and we had some great seats. We had an amazing time in Detroit. However, I would never go to Detroit again.
I got
Food.
people
I
in
don't know if
Detroit.
we
I
have
got
anybody from Detroit here on our show tonight, but you know, I'm a foodie. I love to eat. So we went to like 5 or 6 different restaurants, y'all, and the food at every place was terrible. Terrible. Yes. Yes, it was so
wow.
bad. I was like, oh, so my experience as far as like if I ever go up there, I would never really go up there for like a vacay or like to hang out like you would in New York or DC. And I know I'll probably get cursed out later for whoever's from Detroit. But yeah, I would have to whoever's from Detroit, you have to send me some pointers on where to go because I felt like I was on the first 48, first of all. And yeah, and the food was terrible. So I'll
Wow.
probably give Detroit one more chance. One more chance. But yeah, a place I
Wow.
would never
Wow.
go. But the fight, it was lit. We had a good time. Good time. Look, see, oh,
Cuz
and
say
then
she
my
won't
cousin
even do
got
a layover.
stuck. My cousin flew. Was it Delta cousin? I forgot which line it was. However, her flight got canceled. She was stuck up there for like 2 more days
Bro, y'all with
in
them canceled
Detroit.
flights, man. It's something with y'all in y'all blood. I don't know what's
Look,
happening with y'all
Marcus,
with
he's
canceled.
from Detroit. He live in Detroit. Talk about here she go.
No doubt
But yeah,
about it. No doubt
that yeah,
about it.
I respect Clarissa 100%. Yo, she is. I don't think she gets the respect that she deserves. You know, and I think it's
Right.
because she's a female fighter. Like I just don't think female fighters get that respect like they should, like the male fighters. You know, but
What's
yeah, it was good.
shuts
It
up?
was lit.
What's
Mm-hmm.
up, Brandon Brock? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, you're
Hey,
right. You're right. I mean, I
Brandon.
watched it. It looked like it was real lit. So,
Yeah, and
well,
then Tony Harrison got knocked down.
oh yeah, oh
That was
yeah. I saw
crazy.
that. I saw that. Well, before we bring our guests in, I just want to kind of segue into it. My wife and I, we celebrated our 27th anniversary. We went on our
Oh,
27th anniversary celebration cruise. What's up, Carisha? How
yes.
you doing? What's going
And
on?
congratulations, bro. That's
Thank you.
big ups to you and sis. I'm still gonna sing y'all something, okay? So I didn't forget.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I thought segueing into that, I mean, I thought the topic for tonight's show would be a real good one because I think you have a lot of people. Like I said at the top of the show, I'm the type of person I definitely don't think I know it all, and I'm open to learning from whoever. Because there's one thing about this married game and this married life is it's a lot of secrets, and everybody don't know every secret. So it's good to have this conversation. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate you. And have this conversation. Appreciate you, Nakia. Cousin Na. And I see every time I see the name, it's gonna be cousin
It's
Na every
cousin
time.
Nah. No,
Cousin
not
No,
nah.
cousin Na. My bad, my bad.
That's
That's
that
that
New
Louisiana.
Orleans.
Yeah, that's
That's
that Louisiana. That's that Louisiana. So, but without further ado, let me go ahead on and get this introduction right for our special panel guests.
yes.
I'm gonna let them tell their story because I don't want to spoil it. I'm gonna just give a little precursor to it. They have been together for 10 years, married 5. They come from
Mm,
2 different worlds. The missus is from Avon Park, Florida, and
okay.
the mister is from South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh,
So we
okay.
have a meeting of 2 worlds, and as I understand it, it was a little workplace, a little spark in the workplace, and all of that. That's how it all
Really?
began. So yeah, we're gonna let them tell their story. We're
I
gonna
see
let
a lot of
look,
the
look,
sparks
look,
there
look,
at the
look. They,
workplace.
they they down there keying and laughing and all of that stuff. So I know they're ready. So
I want to
without
know about
further
this.
ado, coming to the stage. Thank you, Carisha. Appreciate you. Coming to the stage. Please welcome Mr. and Mrs. Chisholm.
Hey.
Hey guys.
What's up, family? How y'all doing
Hey,
tonight?
nothing much. We're doing great. Glad y'all have us on.
We
Of
thank you for
course.
being on. Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So I'm gonna go ahead on, like I said, I'm gonna let y'all tell the story and just provide the backdrop for our viewing audience. Kind of let everybody know who you are and how you guys came to be the Chisholms.
I know, because I want to know about the workplace.
That part.
All right, yeah. I let her tell that story. She loves it.
So once again, I am Tanya. I am originally from Avon Park, but
Okay.
we reside in Covington, Georgia. And Ted is from Charleston. Now, we did not work together. We did not work
Okay.
together. No, I delivered to his job. He seen me on a daily basis. He used to watch me on the camera.
See, that's why I said she liked the
He was a little
He used to
crazy.
watch me on the camera when I come to deliver their packages and stuff. So one day he got brave enough and he asked me if I was married. I said no. And he was like, "Can I get your number?" I said, "Are you single?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Are you single?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." So
Gotta act like
give
that.
me my number. I took his
You gotta
number.
specify that.
Right. You do.
So he gave me his number and I called him
Uh-huh.
that evening when I got off of work.
And like I said,
Okay.
so yeah.
So hold on, you called that first night.
I did.
She called me about 20 minutes
He
later.
lying. Don't fucking lie now.
Now, were you
Yeah, I know.
surprised? Were you surprised to get that call from her? Did you really think she was gonna call?
Probably not that day. I thought she probably was gonna call like the next day, but when she did, I was like,
Okay.
okay, she might be kind of interested here. So okay,
Okay.
let's see where this go.
All right. So how long did the talking phase last?
Ooh, that lasted for a minute.
Yeah.
One because we basically were trying to figure it out. One, I would say we both were divorced, so of course we didn't want to jump into anything, but just kind of learn each other, figure each other out. Um,
Okay.
you know, that was kind of.
How long were both of you divorced before you guys decided to like start dating again?
Well, I got divorced in December of 2014, but I
Mm-hmm.
had not been with my ex-husband since May of 2014. We were not in the same house.
Okay.
I He asked me, for my number and stuff in February of 2015.
Okay.
Yeah,
And how
and
about you?
I was divorced for about 3 to 4 years. So it's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So you guys exchanged numbers and went through the talking phase and dated, obviously. So was there ever a point where it was more I know in the beginning it's always going to be like this is, just trying to feel out the situation, see if this is just, physical or whatever. At what point did it go from the optics of, hey, he's handsome, hey, she's beautiful, to this might be something here?
You want to say that?
Well, let me tell y'all a quick story right quick first,
Okay.
if y'all don't
Okay.
mind.
Go ahead.
Okay, so once we started dating, he took me to one of his friends gave him front row seat tickets to who was it?
Charlie Wilson.
Charlie Wilson and what's the other guy name?
Joe and it was someone else.
Yeah, Charlie Wilson, Joe, and somebody else.
Front row seats.
The guy with the bald head.
Okay.
Oh God, I can't think of his name. But anyway, he took me to the concert, and the concert was in Birmingham. And
Mm-hmm.
I think at that time we were only like maybe about a month in.
I don't think we were that far. We were probably like a few weeks.
Okay, well,
A few
3 weeks. 3
Mhm.
weeks in,
Oh,
we
and he
went to
giving you front row seats. Okay.
All right
But
now.
see the thing, and I can't take credit for it because the guy kind of backed out. He bought some tickets and he couldn't go. The reason I asked her because I was like, okay, we just started dating. She won't think anything of it. If I was to take somebody else, they're like, oh, I didn't want to send that message. So like, we can go have a good time and go to the concert. So that's why I took her and we
Okay. Okay.
So we was at the concert, and
Oh, your move.
Charlie Wilson was saying, "I need all my lovers in the front row to stand up," and we looking at each other like,
I didn't stand
Everybody in the front row was standing up except for us. And he looking like,
Wow.
I need all my lovers to stand up. And we sitting there like, no, we just started talking. We ain't standing up. We ain't in love.
Right.
Right.
Wow.
So then we went, and he always tell everybody this story. He was like, man, me and this girl, we went to the concert. She slept Rambo style. I slept with a jogging suit on and everything.
Yeah, jogging
Really?
shoes, everything. I was like, I'm not gonna touch you. We good. You sending the perfect message. I understand. I'm gonna stay over
Not
here.
a
You stay over
jogging
here.
suit though.
A
That's
But I
whole
wasn't
jogging
trying to
suit.
do that. I was just like, hey, we good. So of
Wow.
course all this is kind of playing into it. I'm like, okay, I like this. It's funny, it's comical, it's different. So yeah. So
Yeah.
all this is continuing. But go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that was our first major date.
Mhm.
Was going to the concert. The first
Okay.
out to eat was at Chick-fil-A on both our lunch break.
Right, and then I know you talk about things. I think I looked at her as different. Like she said, our first date was to Chick-fil-A. I know they had that thing going on about where you should and should not take women. To me,
Yes.
that was great. I was like, okay, this is somebody who's real. I mean, I could take you to the fancy restaurant. So if you're determined
Right.
whether or not me taking you to Chick-fil-A or the fancy restaurant going to determine how we're going to be, then it's already going down the wrong path already. So the fact we were going down the right path, I'm like, okay, let's see where let's go, and we just kind of continued down that path.
But was that really like the first date though? Because it was on a lunch break, so
Yeah,
That was
well, consider it because yeah, we were like we're gonna go eat, but yeah, I guess we still
So what
consider it
was the
our first
second date?
outing.
What was the
What was
second?
our second date?
mm, like hanging out, going
Yeah,
to like
all
a
right.
sports bar or something like that.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
hanging out.
Okay. Let me take notes. Okay. So we can do Chick-fil-A first date. I don't know
So
about that, but
so
We
okay.
would go to like a little sports bar like every other
Yeah,
weekend.
something like that.
Yeah.
but
When he
but
didn't
what
have his kids, because he was getting his kids on every other weekend, and I that was a do not on my list to date somebody with small kids, because I
wow.
am
Oh,
6 years older than Ted, and my
okay.
kids were my. I had one daughter that was grown, pushing like
Mhm.
27, and I had one daughter in the 10th grade. Yeah,
Okay.
10th grade. So he had three
And
small
how
kids.
old
He had
was your
one.
kid, Ted?
How old were they at the time? My youngest
Trace
was
was 4.
4, so I have 4,
Okay.
6, and 8. 4, 6, 8. Yeah,
Ooh,
Wow.
babies.
Okay.
Babies.
yeah.
They were babies. So like, did
Mhm.
Yeah,
that
I was
affect the
like, ooh.
relationship at all? Like,
Say
was
that
that
again.
did that affect the relationship at all in the beginning? Was that something that you guys kind of had to work on or
Well, I told him that on my list, I said, ooh, I didn't want to date somebody with small kids because my kids are pretty much grown. And then we had
okay.
a conversation about his kids, and he said, oh, my kids, my boys, they are very respectful. Because in my past relationship, I had a very disrespectful stepdaughter, and I was like, I'm not dealing with that. So he
Mhm.
said, no, my
Mhm.
boys are this, that, and the other. And it has been 10 years. I never had a problem with his boys.
Oh, you had three boys.
3 boys,
Three
yes.
boys.
Wow.
That's something
Okay.
right there.
Yeah.
That is definitely
Yeah, well
something.
that's good. So would you
So
consider that like love at first sight? Was that really like love at first sight when y'all met? You feel?
I wouldn't say it was love at first sight. It was just
Mm-mm.
like, because I mean, we used to see each other all the time. It was just like, okay, she's cute. She's cute. Okay. And then, I guess as you start seeing, like, oh, okay, no, she's beautiful. Okay. So
Shy,
then
Shy,
start
you're not
asking.
gonna like
Oh,
this part, Shy.
Yeah.
You
what?
see, Shy got long fingernails, right?
Oh, yeah.
He told
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
I don't have long nails on at the moment, but he was like, I thought you was gonna be ghetto because you had those long nails.
Yeah, I was stereotyping. I'm sorry. I was. I was like, yeah, no, this ain't going to work.
I can
I
understand
love
that.
my long nails. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I love them.
I love
I
him too. I love him too. But he say, I guess I was wrong because you're nothing like what I thought.
Hmm.
Yeah.
so
Thank
let
you.
me ask you this. 5 years you guys dated, and what at what moment did you know that you were ready, Teddy, to pop the question?
I guess it was more of, I guess everything not, I won't say what we're going through, but it's more of a like what we've been through, and I just knew that this is who I wanted to work on the rest of me with. A lot of people get together and thinking it's more about fixing the other person, fixing them. I'm wondering who's the best fit for me to be able to help fix me. And when I was talking to her and the way she motivated me and pushed me, I'm like, okay, this is the person here to challenge me. Like, I don't think relationships are meant to be happy. I mean, you can be happy in relationships, but the goal of the relationship is not to be happy. The goal of the relationship is to have that person challenge you to become a better version of yourself. And that's what I noticed that she was doing. I was becoming better. I was doing different. She was actually experiencing me to different things. We were going on trips. So it was like she's making me better. And hopefully I'm doing the same thing with her. And, so that's why I popped the question. And I figured when she answered, she felt the same way. Hey, we're going to help each other grow. And that was the defining moment for me.
I
And was
love
it
it.
and was there any apprehension being that you were both divorced? In the beginning, once you guys knew you were getting married, was there any fear or any doubt?
On my end, it wasn't because I guess I look at the marriage, divorce. It's just like divorce can be horrible for some people, and it can be an absolute blast for some people. So I don't
Right.
look at it as it's
Mhm.
necessarily negative. I look at it at that point, at this moment in my life, that person is not necessarily in my movie anymore. I look at life as a movie. In the movie, you're gonna have a main character, supporting cast, and an extra. My ex-wife at one
I
point
love that.
was a supporting cast. Now she's an extra. There's no love lost there. It's just we're at different points in our life. I mean, so and she also can come back and be a supporting cast. Not saying that she will, but I mean, people
Yeah.
can go back and forth and play those different roles. But just at the point when we were going through that, we needed each other for whatever we needed each other for. But we're not in that place anymore. So now I'm
Mhm.
here. I'm grown. So I'm fine with her doing whatever she did, her being fine. No hatred there, but I just knew that as the relationship just wasn't for us anymore. So
Right.
it was
Mm.
like time to move. Yeah.
Correct.
So in
And
your
like I said,
marriage
I don't know
now,
about her. Did she have any apprehension being divorced? But as far as me, no. I just
Well, when I got a divorce, I said, I don't think I'm ever getting married again. That's what I said. I went into this in the beginning saying, okay, he just gonna be a little friend. I told you gonna be a phone friend. I was like, you just gonna be a little phone
I
friend.
said okay.
He said, I ain't gonna
damn,
be a phone friend. I was like, okay, we're gonna see.
with the
Mhm.
telephone man. Okay.
Hmm.
So let me ask you guys this: what has been the biggest challenge in your marriage?
I'll let you answer.
I would say
Like to the
communication.
point where it's like, I don't know if I could do this, or I'm ready to leave. Like, what was like the really biggest challenge for you? And I guess this for both of you guys.
Communication. A lack
Okay.
of communication. Not I'm the type of person I don't like to argue, so I will shut down and
What's your
just keep it
sign?
all in. And I'll just push it to the side, be like, whatever, okay. And then I'll come
Mm-hmm.
back and be like, okay, what we gonna do? And he'll be like, oh, okay.
So
And how
what
about you?
about yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, repeat it. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I
for you.
didn't.
No, yeah,
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 the
your
same
your
question for
response,
you, sir.
Teddy. Yeah.
Um, I think kind of mirror what you said.
Communication.
With the
Communication.
communication.
Yeah, communication was probably the big one because I mean, even though she said like communication to me, I feel that that's not really good communication skill. Like
Okay.
if you withdraw, you basically shutting down part of yourself trying to please that other person. So to me, it was learning to be able to accept that feedback and not hold it as a personal judgment against me. Like I said, I look at now as everything is an opportunity for me to grow. So whatever she gives, I'm like, okay, well, this is just helping me grow. And same thing for her. So yeah, I guess my view changed later on in life. Like before, I thought it was more of a challenge or a problem, but I guess now I look at it as, hey, it was just an opportunity for me to grow, learn a lesson that I needed to know. Needed to know.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah, I
also
got
like
you.
to add that Teddy in his field, he's good with speaking, and I felt like he was talking to me when we communicate like I was one of his employees at a certain point.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like,
Okay.
okay. So
Got a
that's
Okay.
where that
So
communication would come in.
Mhm.
so you felt
got
like he was talking like at you? Is that what
Yeah,
At
you're
you.
he was
At
saying?
you.
talking at me instead of, to me, with me.
Mhm. And then,
Okay.
like you said, that was communication because before it was more of a shutdown. It was like, hey, I feel like you're speaking at me. Give me that feedback. And I came back with, well, it's not that I feel like or this is the intent. The thing is, I learn a lot, or I'm constantly trying to study and learn different things. So when
Hmm.
I hear it or whatever, if I feel it's valuable, I share it. And the way I share it is like I'm teaching. So it's not like I'm talking at
Mm.
you. It's just like I feel like I'm showing you something, and
right.
you can accept it or not. Like I said, your truth doesn't have to be my truth, but I tell you something that I feel is going to better myself that you probably can be involved
Yeah.
with, and I offer that. And now I'm okay with whether she accepts that and uses it or she does her own thing because that's what I had to realize. Like she's her own person. I don't want her to be what I want her to be. I want her to be every bit of her. I don't want to be in the mood and have her adjust to the way that I feel. No, I don't want that. I want her to be her so then I can understand her, get a better feeling of what she needs, what I can offer, and hopefully, get the same thing in return.
I
Real quick.
love it.
We got real quick. We got a question. Let me put it back up. A question coming out of the chat from one of our regulars, Miss Katie Allman. Miss Katie wants
Hi,
to know if
Katie.
you guys are equal partners.
I would say to a certain extent, we are equal partners. When she says, can she
Yeah, I
elaborate?
guess I would think that
Can
too.
she elaborate when she says equal partners?
Like she
All
talking about
right.
like finance
Yeah, can it be
or
finances or what?
Yeah, Miss Katie, be a little bit more specific with that, and we'll run it back. While we wait on that, um, and it really off of the heels of her question, I'd like to ask you one big problem that a lot of married couples have, and it causes a little bit of strife is compromise because especially if you have two people that have like an aggressive nature, they're both aggressive, they're both assertive to an extent, not necessarily overly assertive, but let's be real. We all got our levels of being stubborn and bullheaded. I know I do. I know my
Mm.
wife does as well. And I know one of the things we had to work towards and work through rather early in our marriage and still at times is compromise. I have to put my pride on the side. She has to put her pride on the side. Do you guys have an issue or have any challenges with compromise, or did you in the early goings of the marriage have those problems or any issues like that?
I wouldn't say early on, but as time went by, we had to learn to compromise. Because
Mm.
when you're first dating and you first get married, everything
you guys are there. I don't know. We went out. You guys are there.
Yeah, we got you.
I
It
think
froze up for a
okay.
second.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Did you hear me? What I
No,
said?
no, no. Run it back.
No,
I
we
just
didn't
heard
hear
when
you.
Okay, okay,
you said
okay.
when you were
I was like,
dating. So yeah.
when you first start dating or when you first get married, everything is lovey dovey, and then real
Hmm.
life kicks in, and you be like, "Hold up now, hold up. We need to
Right,
talk about
right.
this.
Thanks.
Somebody got to give."
Mhm.
And I think we both are
Yeah.
headstrong as well. So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we we bump heads sometimes, but we bring it back full circle.
What are
Yeah.
y'all signs? I want to know. What are your signs?
Zodiac signs. She's a
Zodiac
Pisces. I'm a
signs.
Cancer. I'm a Cancer. She's a Pisces.
Pisces.
Okay. Okay.
You're Pisces?
March 4th, Pisces.
Oh, well, March 6th, March 6th. People underestimate the Pisces. I I think I'm a little bit of everybody's zodiac.
I think
I
most
think
of I think
Pisces are
most of us touch a
crazy.
little bit here and there,
I
everywhere.
think I got a little
I
bit of
love
everybody's
Pisces.
sign.
I do.
I
I'm always around cancers too. So
love it.
what are y'all non-negotiables?
Non-negotiables.
Hmm.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna give my answer,
Okay.
and I think
Uh-oh, what
Mhm.
happened?
I think in marriages,
Oh.
um, when we decide to do
What happened?
non-negotiables, can y'all hear?
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
We can hear you.
We
The
can hear
screen went black. It's
Yeah.
black.
It's
So I guess
frozen
they
on
can
this
hear
you.
me.
side.
It's frozen, but we still got your audio. Go ahead.
We can still hear.
Okay, cool.
Now we can't see you, but I think we can still hear you.
Looks like your camera was unplugged. It said like the camera was unplugged.
Hmm.
How did the camera get
But we can
unplugged?
definitely hear you though.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So we'll just go ahead and continue.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
like I was saying, with marriages, I think when we sit there and talk about non-negotiables, I
Hmm.
don't look at, I guess, ours as non-negotiables. I mean, I think each of us should contribute whatever we can to the relationship. I don't look at
Okay.
like women duties, men duties. Like I don't feel a woman have to do the dishes. To me, if regardless of what's going on, we should be able to help each other, to support each other. So
Hmm.
if she's doing the dishes and let's say the toilet's dirty, I don't mind. I'll clean the toilets. You're doing the dishes. It should be a equal thing. If the trash needs taken out, if you can take out the trash. It shouldn't have to be men role, women role. So I don't like saying putting in, I guess, theories or conditions on how things should be. I just look at life should be free, and if it works for the both of you, then great. Rather than, hey, Tanya, this is your job. You need to cook. You need to clean. You need Teddy. You need to take out the trash. You need to no. You need to no. We're a team. Like God put us here for us to grow and become great together. Not you get a pass. You get a pass. We're all here to do what we're all here to do. So to me, that's why I don't really look at non-negotiables. I mean, I guess if you would say non-negotiable would be maybe cheating or something like that. But other than
Mhm.
that, pretty much everything else should be fair game for everyone.
So
All
in
right,
your
There you go.
household, do
there you go.
one pay for like do one make sure like the bills are taken care of? Like is one like, okay, here's the money, here's the check. You just make sure everything is paid for. Like and she takes care of all that and you just make sure you guys are financially stable and things like that. Like how do you guys work
We have
with
an
like the
account. We
financials
have an
part?
account. We have a joint account where all the bill money goes into that account.
Mhm. And we both
Okay.
contribute. We both basically contribute to it. And like I said, it should be the betterment of both. That's how I look at it. It's like this should be an equal experience for
Hmm.
all of us, not just one. If it makes sense for me to use my money to pay all the mortgage and all the bills, and
Hmm.
you take yours and invest in us and our future, fine, let's do that. Whatever best works for us as a couple, that's what I
Hmm.
focus on, rather than you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to contribute 50%, or I'm contributing 60. No, I don't, I
Yeah.
don't.
Real
Like do
quick.
you sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, real quick, real quick. We got another guest that we're gonna bring in momentarily, but before I
Okay.
get to him and let you shy
Hmm.
ask your second two-part of the question, Miss Katie clarified her question from earlier. She said,
Hmm.
I asked because I was listening to another channel and a guy said equal rights for women had messed up the pecking order and women's subservience to men. I'm like, BS. Why would I want that?
I'm gonna let you
And
answer
Okay.
that was in regards to her question about
when she said
let me go back up.
equality.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
equal
okay.
being equal
Yeah. Equal
partners.
partners. Yeah.
No, I think we should be. I think it should be equal partners. I don't think anybody's subservient to anyone. Like we're all
Yeah.
put here. We're we all come from the same source. We all have a connection to the same source. So no, no one's better than anyone. To me, I believe everything that's alive has a connection to God to it. So who am I to say anyone is any less? Anything is any less? I don't know if you
Right.
guys know. I'm a
Exactly.
vegetarian. I don't. I believe whatever went through the whole process of the birth of the 400 million, creating that one person or one thing. If you made that journey and you got here, then you deserve to experience this life as it is.
Facts.
Hmm.
People, animals, whoever. I mean, that's just my theory.
And I'm gonna piggyback on that because it's easy. It's easier. Excuse me. It's easier for us because we both have good jobs and we pretty much making the same type of money.
Right.
So it's not a big issue for us when it comes to like the bills, and because I may say, okay, we got this vacation coming up. He'll be like, okay, go ahead and handle that. Don't worry about this, that, and the other. So
Mm-hmm.
we kind of balance out because we both have good jobs.
Right.
Okay. Now we had spoke about something, Larry, a couple of shows back,
Hmm.
about married couples still remaining friends with their single friends.
We just
And
had it on my show.
yeah, no, like Ted, like, are you still friends or go out with some of your guys that are maybe not married, that are single, and how do you handle that when it comes to like friends once you become married?
No, I still feel the same. I still feel I can hang out with my friends. I feel she should still be able to hang out with her friends. My friends
Okay.
don't determine me or what I do. I mean, I have my own mind. So I mean, and I don't use the term friend
Single a little
loosely.
bit.
So usually when I say friend, like that's someone who's made a great impact in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, she already knows this person is cool with this person. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to hang out with Damien or hang out with whoever I'm going to hang out with at that time,
Right,
and
right,
like, okay, like that's your friend, and like I said, I hold friends like that closely, tightly. So
right,
I don't
right.
see me having to get rid of them, and I would never ask her to do that, as well. It's like those are your
So she
friends.
still has, you have your single friends too, love?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my, well, maybe out of my friends, two of them are single. The rest of them
Okay,
either are married or, have a significant other.
Right.
okay, okay.
All right, y'all. Well, real quick, we're going to add to the panel. We have our next guest who just got in the back room. I'm looking at him right now, and he's another one that can give us a little game on marriage. So please welcome to the stage. And he got to forgive me because I met him like once or twice, and I never even called his last name. I'm sorry. I know you're Devin's cousin, you're Devin's family, but I know your first name. So I'm going to still bring in here. Welcome to the stage, family, friend of the show, our guy, Mr. Todd. What up, Todd? Go ahead and give a good introduction, Todd. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Todd.
Hey,
Hey, Todd.
What's good, bro?
Oh, we can't hear
Oh,
Todd,
you.
unmute
you're mute.
yourself. I think you're muted. Yeah.
We can't hear you.
You're
Yeah.
on mute.
You're on mute. I'm looking at the mic. You're on mute.
Yes, it's on mute.
The little mic thing is off.
He came in.
There,
There it
He came
is.
in
There it
ready
there.
is.
though.
We got you now. What's
Hey.
up, brother? What's happening?
Yeah, man. Listen. It's an honor to be on the show, y'all. I'm so entertained. I'm loving what I'm hearing. And you know what? As I sit here and I'm watching the show, and I'm like, you never know who could just get a paradigm shift from any of the information that y'all are talking about here. So
Hmm.
listen, hats off to y'all for coming up with new content, all of that. I love the show.
Oh, thank
Again, just
Thank you.
thank you
you.
for having me.
Appreciate you.
And
Appreciate you.
and
Thank you.
also to the Chisholms. Listen, y'all dropping some nuggets. I love that. Getting different perspectives on how other couples do things because I have a philosophy, and I know we're getting into this. Listen, as you can see, I'm already in it. Me and Devin talk about it often. I
Hmm.
personally believe that the single most important thing in any person's life is who you have a relationship with, who you're married to. There is
Hmm.
nothing, all this stuff is coming and going. Houses, cars, and stuff burn down tomorrow. But listen, the person that's next to you right now that you're calling your love person, person you're married to, you went on a holy matrimony with, listen, that person, you can't just unplug and plug a person in. So when God has given
Hmm.
you somebody that meshes well with you, the in life, love is the lessons. And that's literally how we become better human beings because we can do everything else, right? 100% of what we can control 100% of all the success in our life. But what is the one thing that we do not have 100% executive control over that has a ton of effect on us? What is that? What we talking about right now?
Yep.
Facts.
Other
Me and
person.
Devin, me and Devin, we talk about sports, but we always tap back to this tough subject because I realize that when you go into a covenant of marriage, when you're starting to date someone and you bring children into the mix, man, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
It's a
it
big
is.
It
deal.
is.
It's a
It
big
is.
deal because what's
Absolutely.
happening is, listen, if you don't get the relationship part right, you're not gonna get the family part right.
Mm,
And
Facts.
all we do, listen, all
yeah.
we're doing is creating broken homes.
Come
Wow.
on now. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You preaching up in here, boy.
Listen, that's
I'm loving
listen,
it.
that this is my passion. One of the reasons why I decided as a man who used to be a degenerate. Listen, I'm not shaming me that we talk. Listen, I'm wide
Yeah,
open. Listen,
degenerate.
like, yeah, but I there was a higher calling. I'm telling you, to
Hmm.
any man listening right now, if you can find a woman that actually likes you for you,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's your selection. That I don't even want to. I have to. Y'all have to have me back on another time where me and my wife can sit down like the Chisholms,
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
because I
Yeah.
always tell her, I said, love, you have so many nuggets that I feel like you can share with a lot of women that'll help them, you know, kind of obtain because as a woman, I feel like, y'all you can't really pick the man that you want. You can't say, oh, I want that man. You kind of have to
Hmm.
take what man is choosing you. But there's certain things and qualities that I've learned that women can do where you can attract certain men and you can learn how to more or less take the bullshit out the deck too. You'll
Hmm.
learn that quick, you
Right.
Yeah.
know,
Absolutely.
when you start to become a better person though, ultimately.
Todd,
Yeah.
real quick, let me ask you a
Yeah, man,
question
cut
while
me
I got
off at
you on.
any time, man. I'm just
No, you
riding out,
good. You
brother.
good. You good. You good. You good. No, I'm loving it. I'm loving everything that I'm hearing. Real quick, Todd, how old are
Yeah,
you?
I'm 43, man.
Okay, you're 43. Teddy and myself are 48. So we're all 40s, mid 40s.
Oh
Why
yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
asking this is I've noticed that when I was younger, I'd hear the old heads, I guess we could say, unks if we wanted to call them that back in the day. They wasn't as, you know, resourceful, if you
Man,
will, about marriage like we
they ain't
are
give us no
now.
game.
They give us no game. All they
Yeah.
was, talking about was pimping and playing and all of that. That's all they
Right.
talked about.
Facts.
And these type of conversations, I'm just like you. Me and Devin, he'll tell you, we always run it about, being a better man, being a better husband, being a better daddy. And everybody I rock with, all the dudes I talk to, that is the conversation piece. We talk about sports as everything, but if it ain't nothing to make me better as a man, I ain't trying to hear it. And we just had to cut off people. I know I
Absolutely.
had to cut off a lot of cats that wasn't running with those values no more. So,
Yeah.
um, give us a little backstory, Todd, about how long you've been married. Let us know what you're working with.
I've been married. Me and my wife been married 2 years. So
Okay,
and that's another.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so
congrats,
much. And
congrats.
Hmm.
thank you so much. And I can probably say um it's been amazing, honestly. And I tell me and Devin we talk about that
Hmm.
because at this mature age, I've conquered so much mentally. I've done the healing already. I've addressed my traumas. I did the self healing. I didn't have to even go to my parents. When I realized that I came from a broken system, and I sit here and I watch a lot, it's just rinse and repeat, and I'm watching so many people do the same thing. And I'm telling you,
Hmm.
as a young lad, I asked God, God, please, I do not want to be like a lot of these people.
Yeah.
I did not want to get married to get divorced. So,
Yeah.
anyways, 43. Me and my wife have been married 2 years. We've been dating for several years. Um, it's just like I said, we just mesh well, man.
Hmm.
And we can sit here and everybody's got their story, right? Everybody has their opinions, and I respect that. Life is a journey for us all, and it looks differently. But for me, it started at when just right what you said, Larry Frank. Uh, uh, it started with me wanting to become a better person.
Right.
That's all it started from.
Hmm.
Say
I
that
wanted
one more
to.
time.
I just wanted to become a better person. When I started to just trying to intentionally be a better person, I became a better man, and ultimately I attracted a better woman. When I started realizing, like, it became very clear to me what kind of woman needed to be in my life and which one didn't. I had enough experience.
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
you you attracted what you became, and that's what people realize.
exactly,
If you want to be the kind of person that you want to attract, and they will automatically law of attraction.
Bing, bingo,
Right.
brother. And listen, and
Yep.
ultimately, listen, when I met my wife, our first date, by the way, was at IHOP. You hear me? And her and I, we've done all types of things. Listen, we live a great life. We just got back from Florida. Um, by the way,
Woo.
we also have 2 kids under 2. So
Okay.
I've been busy over here.
See,
Yeah.
the honeymoon stage. See, I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
Yeah. But you know what? The great thing is that, and what we found, and I can share a lot of our philosophies with anybody
Mhm.
that has an open mind, right? If you say I want to have a better marriage, a better relationship, and I'm willing to try different things, I can share some of the philosophies with you. So for me, one of the things that we've learned to do is find romance in everything that we do together. Find it.
Mm,
If it's just going to the store, by ourselves or, anything, I take the moment and I reflect and just think about my life without her in that moment. And I've developed
Right.
a habit of that. So much so to where, I'll lean over and I'll flirt with her a little bit. And she loves that. And that's what a
yeah.
marriage or relationship needs to survive. Um, but yeah, man, that's the backstory for me. I don't I have a one child that was in a previous relationship. Her
Hmm.
we have a we she'll be 9 years old next month. That relationship didn't work out, but we did not get married. So fast forward, like I said, ultimately the story for me elevating, like you said, brother, like me and Devin talk about to my higher self was literally um just spending time with myself alone. That's it. I think when a
Mm,
man reaches that point where he's okay with being by himself, you
Mhm.
know, uh, and that's another thing too, Larry. Like you said, man, the old heads they didn't give us the game back then. So
Mm.
which ultimately led to us leading with our urges, letting our urges control us, navigate us.
yeah.
And it's a long journey as a man. I'm telling you, you
Right.
So
know.
let me ask you, during your healing process, were you dating your wife at that moment? Like, was she dealing with the trauma and the brokenness of you, like in the beginning, and decided to stay? Or
No,
did you heal before you guys start dating, like before you met her?
listen, it's not for me, I'm forever evolving with my healing.
Of
Right.
course.
I'm not, listen, I don't
Mm-hmm.
even address that. I go talk to my parents and I love them. And if anybody's on the call right now, if you hear this right now, if you're upset at your parents and you got some type of resentment, all you think you got to do is remember this. They did the best they could with what they knew then,
Right.
back then.
Right. Right.
That's it. We're all humans. We
Mm-hmm.
all make mistakes. You got to let it go. So for
Yeah.
me, it wasn't like a huge transition. My trauma, I didn't have a whole bunch of trauma, thank God.
Okay.
Um, I had great parents. My parent, I know both of my parents have a great relationship with them. So
Mm-hmm.
again, I don't have, but I do realize that um, there's a lot of deficiencies in my childhood that I probably could have changed, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
That I probably could have done better without experiencing.
Right.
And then
Right.
my kids will never experience that. Why? Because I have a great marriage. The
But
foundation is
Mm.
the foundation is so strong. Nothing can come in and break this down. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Once you establish and have a strong foundation of a marriage, you can have a family. You can build anything. Money's coming and going, houses coming and going. This marriage, this love, this relationship, our family, it ain't going nowhere. That's how strong we are over here. So that's
I
how
love
passionate
it.
I am about it. So
Real
I
talk.
love it.
Real talk. Real quick, I'm gonna highlight another comment from the chat, and this is something I can kind of speak on a little bit. Miss Katie says, "I see people get married too young, have kids too young, it all falls apart, and then it's a mess for everybody, especially the kids." And I'm gonna tell you something. That's a true statement because you're talking to somebody that got married at 21. My wife and I
Hmm.
got married at 21, and we've talked about it on this show before. We were trying to navigate adulthood,
Hmm.
parenthood, and figure ourselves out. And that's why I said there's a lot of bumps in the road, there's a lot of ups and downs. I thank God that a couple of times we packed bags, we unpacked them, as Teddy said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, real quick, a question is for everybody right here. I want to kind of segue, keeping the marriage spicy. Date night. How do y'all do date night? Because my wife and I just in the last couple of years figured out that, hey, date night is a must. And when the kids are small, you can forget about it because you're all lost with the kids. But for us, as they got older, we realized, like, look, these little mama jammers, they're gonna be all right. Me and you need to date each other. So how do y'all, whoever wants to go with it, how do y'all do y'all date nights? How do y'all feel about date nights? Off, the frequency, all of that.
Well,
Y'all want to go?
we used to have date night every Wednesday, but our schedules changed. So whenever it fits in during the week, that's when our date night appears.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How
Todd?
about you guys,
I,
Todd?
I think for us, we don't have again. We don't get fixated on a lot of formalities when it comes to our
Mhm.
relationship. That's how well me and our understanding is. What
Okay.
we do is we try to go somewhere and have quality time, and that's generally over a meal or something as often as we can. But like I said, if the kids are in bed, if everything is shut down and it's a Friday night, look, I may go out back, turn the pet, our little deck on, cook something, go get some food, and her and I will light some candles and cut the music on in the back, because
Yeah.
again, you have to find romance in everything because it's not practical to go out and to keep doing that. Not especially for us, having two under two, but
Mhm.
again
hmm
though, we go places, we do things all the time, but that's just our little sauce right there,
But
We,
That's sauce. I love
we
it.
don't always go somewhere. We will play games at the house. We have a little drink, we have
yeah.
a little music.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
don't always go somewhere.
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised with just setting the tone, turn the TV off, cut some music on, pour the wine, you know what I mean? Light a candle.
Yeah.
Just that right
Yeah,
there.
you
I'm
can do
telling
that.
you, again, you have to find the romance and things. So,
Right.
Yeah.
You have to be able to
Mhm.
enjoy that person wherever they are, wherever
wherever
you're
it
going.
is,
Like you're
the
saying,
vo-
if she's in there cooking, I can enjoy that moment. We can enjoy that together. And like I
absolutely.
said,
I
we
Together.
might not do much. We'll play cards. We'll do this, but it's our time. We sit there and bond. We'll talk junk to each other,
Yep.
but that's us bonding. That's us bringing us close together. So that's
and
how.
that and that's and listen, and to me, that is the venue. The venue is always changing. The
Right.
company is
Right.
always the same. So,
Yep.
and like I said, even on the other end of the spectrum, 2-3 weeks ago, me and my wife, we went to a 4 or 5 star Italian restaurant in Orlando. It happens. We'll do
Yeah.
that. So, again, though, I'm more impressed with just doing it at the house, though.
Right, right,
Where I can
right.
crack
Listen,
jokes and flirt.
Todd's gonna call back and he's gonna have his third child. Well, the fourth child.
Be breaking
Nah, she said she
breaking
want more
records.
too. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm straight.
I got the link up, man. We're gonna be up here. We're gonna be on here for a little while longer, not much longer, but I got the link up there in the chat for anybody that wants to join
Yes.
us, that wants to ask questions, or maybe if you're married, want to give your own experiences and all of that. Um, I wanna segue to something I think that is real important in all marriages, and that is keeping people out your business. Because
Mm.
as we all know, everybody that smiling in your face, that acting like they're happy for y'all, that's liking y'all pictures on social media, they ain't always 100% happy. They haters on the low. So
Yeah.
can you each kind of give your feelings as far as how important is it to know who you're dealing with and to be selective about your life and what you're doing in your life with these evil spirits, as I like to call them?
Well,
You
as
know,
far
for
as me, it's easy because I've had the same set of friends for like the last 30 years. I'm not that very welcoming in bringing in new people into the group because
hmm
I'm not that trusting. I am not that
Yeah.
trusting of some people. I think everybody has a motive that tries to come into the circle, and 9 times out of 10, I am correct. So I'm like, no new friends,
All right now.
no new people.
Well, and my, I guess, philosophy would be something I heard from a mentor. It's like 80% of the people don't care about your problems. The other 20% glad you got them instead of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
me, I have to work through my problems as us together. So I don't put folks in our business because it's our business. It's not there. With the term ours means just us. So yeah, I leave it as that.
Yeah, for us, again, I wish my wife was here. She's upstairs with my son right now.
Mhm.
Our son, our second son, by the way. I think
Mhm.
for us, listen, man, once you understand, it again, that's why establishing that strong bond, it's like we turn out like a secret society. You know what I mean? We
Mhm.
have gained a discernment over the years of getting to know each other and also being mature enough, right? To
Right.
understand
Mhm.
what to share and what not to share. Keeping people out of our business and simply just ignoring people that we think are hating on us. I'm at a point in my life, and I share this philosophy with her. I'm too busy. I don't pay attention to haters because I'm too busy paying attention to the lovers. That's where I
Mhm.
give my energy, my efforts, my time, to my brothers, Devin. You know, either if you're not pouring into my life, if you're not encouraging and supporting me, because that's the kind of person I am. That's the kind of person I've developed to be. It's so easy for me to keep my circle small because it's not many people that is like we
Mhm.
said, Larry. They're not making people the same. Everybody has a motive.
Right.
Everybody's always looking to see what they can get out of the deal. So, and for me, I don't pay attention to none of that, man. We keep our business separate. We meet new people, we sharing love, and if not, we ignore you. That's it.
So
Life's
who
simple
do you
for us
guys
over here.
vent to when say that your significant other is like pissing you off, the communication is really not there and you feel like you can't communicate to them, like who do you vent to though? Like I know it has to be some way to like get what you're saying out, or maybe if you like, is it me or is it her? Is it him? Someone has vent to.
I
Nah,
guess.
Or safe to
for
vent to. Like is it like your dad, like your sister, your brother? No?
I have to be honest with you.
Yeah.
The best person to vent to, the best person to vent to is the person you got a problem with.
Or or
Listen,
yourself.
yeah, that's right. That's right. But
That's what
also
I do.
too,
That's what I do. I talk
No.
to myself.
but listen, I've learned this as a man. Be careful how you talk to yourself because you'll talk yourself into things sometimes. You sometimes no, seriously, sometimes you need to bounce your
No,
your
it makes
your
sense.
thought process and your
Right.
perspectives off of somebody else
Yeah.
to make sure you're thinking
Right.
clearly. Check the tone, check the
Right.
Mhm.
temperature. So
Right. I
uh
look at like I guess like we were talking about philosophy. So my philosophy is nobody can really piss me off. I do that to myself. So let's I'm gonna give an example. So let's say Tanya did something and I have an irritation. The irritation is in my body, not hers, right? So that's something I did. And the only reason, let's say Tanya did what I wanted her to do, exactly the way I wanted. I don't have that irritation anymore. So I'm not mad, right? So
Right.
Tanya did something. My image, my thought of how she should be and act was basically violated. Who determined how Tanya should have acted in that situation? That was all me. So I'm the one who
Okay.
created the reason why I got pissed. I'm the one who set all this up. My mind is the one that says, you know what? When she do this, she do this, and she do this, I'm gonna get pissed. I decide that.
Mhm.
Like
Hmm.
basically, I have the problem because I anticipated her to do something that I thought she should have did, regardless if by society terms this is the way she did it. But the problem became I expected her to act a certain way or be a certain way. Nobody can take away your peace. You can only give that away. And I mean that many great teachers have told us that, but everything, me being pissed off, I have to figure that out within myself. Why am I pissed off? Why is this bothering me? Why is this such an issue? And I have a choice of whether or not this is an issue that's going to break us or this is an issue that I
Mhm.
can bring to her and maybe we can work on trying to change if it's affecting me that much. But like I said at the beginning, she's her own individual person. That's a reason why she
Mhm.
did what she did. Maybe I
Hmm.
need to figure out and understand why she did what she did rather than making judgments on she's just pissing me off because she's doing what I didn't want her to do.
Okay.
Got a comment in the chat. Then I want to put a point. It was a lady that my wife and I met on our cruise. It was an elderly lady, Miss Iris, and I thank God that we met her. But real quick, I'm gonna tell you what she told us, and then I want to highlight this. I thought this was real interesting. Nakia says, my husband and I have been together 30 years, married 19, two grown children together, none outside the relationship. Our issue is the lack of communication, pushing things under the rug. We won't speak for days, then boom, a conversation will start off something and we never have closure. The rug has become a mountain, so I will say we are surviving. That's interesting. When you really look at it like that, that's interesting. That goes to show how important communication is and how important it is to keep a level field of communication between the two of you. And no matter how uncomfortable, this is what I've learned in my 27 years, no matter how uncomfortable you think it's going to make the other person, there are just some things you're going to have to put on the table and discuss. Do not ignore it, because if you ignore it, it's just like a flame and you're just throwing a little gas on it. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then before you know it, you got a wildfire. The thing I wanted to highlight real quick was we met a lady on the boat. Her name was Miss Iris. And Shy and Tanya, I'm gonna have a little guy talk. So let me talk to my brothers real quick.
Okay, we go over here. Go
We're
ahead.
gonna have a little guy talk. So for all the fellas up here listening,
Little
I'm gonna give you some game that Miss Iris gave me. Miss Iris was like in her 70s. So y'all tell me if this, I believe she was right, but I'm gonna go ahead on. Tell me how familiar this is. Miss Iris told me and my wife, because she was asking, we told her it's 27 years, and she's like, well, how, looking at us, being so young, most people, they don't, run that marathon no more. They call it quits. Right. And I told her, I said, well, Miss Iris, I don't know how we did it. I said, I guess it's God. She said, yeah, it's definitely God. But whenever y'all get in an argument, she looked at me, young man, how do you handle it? I said, well, we get in an argument, I try to make it right. She said, that's your problem right there. And I'm looking at her like, well, wait a minute. I thought it was my job to try to make sure everything was cool. She said, no. She said, women are hormonal. And a lot of times, women just need to be left alone. She said, if you leave them alone, give them their space, give them their time, let them come to you. Don't always try to fix the problem. And I thought to myself, every argument my wife and I ever had over the years, because kind of like what you said earlier, Tanya, that's how I guess that's the Pisces in us. I don't like confrontation. I don't like to argue. I want peace. I want everything good. So if I know we got a problem, guess what? I want to make it right. But Miss Iris told me, she said, as a man, when a woman is hormonal and going through whatever she's going through, there's nothing you can say or do that is going to make her want to deal with you at that moment. You have to give her that time. That's why I wanted to see what y'all say. What y'all
think. Because I feel like the man sets the tone in the household. So regardless of how upset or emotional or hormonal I am, like I feel like the man that I'm with, my husband, will be able to say, hey baby, I know you're going through this, you might feel this way, but I'll give you a couple minutes to calm down, but etc. I don't feel like because I am a female that gives the man the permission to just say, oh, she's going through her emotions, I'll holler at her later, I'll come back, I ain't dealing with this right now. Because I feel like that's where it starts to get brushed under the rug. That's when I will start feeling neglected and not heard and not seen, and then that's when the mountain starts getting higher. My opinion.
I agree definitely with that, Shy. I think I guess coming from both of you guys' point of view, I heard this before, and I totally agree. To say women don't want to be fixed; they want to be understood. And our job as men, that's what we do. You give us a problem, we're gonna try to fix it. That's the man nature. We're gonna try to fix it. We're gonna try to knock it out. We're gonna try. So my wife be like, "Hey, this happened at work or whatever." Blah blah. I'm like, well, you should do this. You should do this. You should talk to. They don't want that. They want, like I said, they want to be understood. We can't. We're projecting what we should do on their problems. Like I said, they want to be understood, and I had to learn that. Like, okay, I'm not here to fix her. I'm not here to fix her issues, or if she wants me to, she would let me know that. But basically, I'm here to understand her. So that's my philosophy.
Yeah.
I think
I always tell Ted,
oh,
I'm sorry. I always tell him, like, if we have a little dispute or whatever, my thing is, you can't do something to me and tell me how to respond. I'm like, females are emotional. You cannot tell me how to react. You cannot tell me how to respond. Just let me go through what I'm going through. I'll circle back around. But
Yeah.
like, like Sha said, we're not gonna just use the fact that females are hormonal, but at the same time, I agree
Mm.
what Iris said to a certain extent, because I have said
Mhm.
several times, just let me, you can't tell me how to feel, you can't tell me what to do, and when something goes wrong, because you don't understand how I feel and what I'm
Right.
going through.
Yeah.
Right. Todd?
Yep.
And
And
I've learned when me and my wife get into a spat, we just give a little breathing room. That's it. Let the air
Mhm.
clear. It's always clear because what happens is, in the heat of the moment, you can say something over temporarily, temporarily in the moment, right? Heat of the
Right.
passion, and it could be permanently damaging. And once you say something, sometimes you can't take that back.
you can't.
and
Yeah.
that's why I don't like to argue.
Yeah,
That's why I don't like to
yeah.
argue with my spouse, because I know I can go low.
So
And
I
I
know a
don't want to
lot.
go
I know a
low.
lot of people, and that's the human in us, right?
Right.
Going
Yeah.
low is not the way to go, right? Right now
Exactly.
in your brain right now. But listen, it's like our emotions get the best of us. So what we have to do
Mhm.
is we have to hit the neutral switch with our emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And men are emotional too. Anger is an emotion, right? Crying is an
Mhm.
emotion. And I personally don't think there's no justification on either end, because I've watched men respond emotionally too, and that can be damaging, right?
Right.
Right.
Um, so you kind of have to remember that. Me and my wife, we have this thing where I said, one day her and I were talking, and I said, you ever dawn on you how we treat strangers? I watch people treat strangers at work and people they barely know better than their spouse.
Yep.
They'll
Wow, I've
say
heard that
please
before.
and
Yeah.
thank you and excuse
Mhm.
me and how do you do and good morning. But when you get home, you're talking to me crazy.
Mhm.
Right.
That's so.
Where's all this comfort at? I'm the person that's actually looking out for you. I'm
Yeah.
the person that
Yeah.
wants
That's
to
true.
do for you. So listen, so what her and I have done over the years of dating, now being married, we say
Mhm.
please and thank you. Listen, it's crazy. People would be looking at us like we're so overly courteous with each other. People think it's comical.
Mm.
So
I
listen, you
agree.
have
I
to.
agree. We say
Forever
thank
is a
you.
long time. Forever is a
Right.
long time. You
Yeah.
Right.
have to find these little niches and little things, little tweaks to your relationships and your marriages that can just really add a significant touch to it. And that's one of the things. Listen, that's just what we do. So we clear the air, and then we'll come back. And for me, we immediately I think for us both, we lead with compassion, right?
Yeah.
Shy, remember we talked about that when you learn to gain your emotional intelligence, right? Level
Yeah.
yourself off. Remember,
Exactly.
every time I get into my wife, you know what I always tell myself, man, what if she wasn't here? I would be sad.
Mhm.
I always say
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I always say
Right.
that. I said, you know what? I said, this woman loves me. I'm gonna let it go.
That's
But
what's
that's
up.
a good way to do it. I think that's
Listen,
the cutest
and
way
she
to do
does the
it.
same thing. She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
We let it go because all it does is just ruins the next day. Listen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a scab. Every day it's
Mhm.
getting. You
Picking
picking
at it.
at it, picking. It ain't gonna heal. Just
Yeah.
go ahead, y'all sit down and address it like adults.
So
You
you're
know?
telling me
Facts.
that you always address the issue at hand right then and there? Like, do you
No, no,
ever
no,
go to
no,
bed
no.
angry?
That well, see, we have that philosophy where obviously you always hear that, right? Don't go to
Yeah.
bed
Right.
angry at each other. But
Hmm.
a few times it wasn't angry, but it definitely wasn't. No, the air wasn't clear, right?
Right.
Again, we're human. We're human at the
Right.
end of the day, and as emotionally intelligent as we all say we are, look at us. Still got problems. Still got issues. The only thing
And
I
we
can say
learn.
is at the end of the day is I always just gain a level head and just say. I'm gonna let it go. That's it. Just
Right.
practice the art of the detachment. Just let it go. It's not worth ruining the next several hours. You
I,
know?
I think I, I think
Mhm.
what we fail to realize is that everyone is different. We think everybody see the same reality. We don't. If you sit there and think about how we determine whether we like something, whether we're going to move towards something, move away from it, whether
Mhm.
we're going to partake in something. It all filtered through our five senses that we have. So if I was to
Yeah.
take a panel of just everybody in there, I'd be like, how many of us all us like the same food? We'll have a bunch of different answers for that.
Correct.
I'd be like, how many of
Correct.
us
Right.
like the same music? You'll have a bunch of
Mhm.
different answers for that. How many of us like the same colors, the same touches, the same feel? So we have five different senses that each one of us get, which is going to determine how we feel in every single moment. Me and Tanya could be sitting right next to each other, going through the same exact experience, and have a totally different outcome of what we feel about that situation. I have to
Mhm.
be okay that her situation and what she feel is okay because her life experiences took her through that and brought her to that conclusion. My life experiences took me through whatever I have and brought me to my experience. I have to be
Yeah.
okay that I'm okay with what she's okay with. If it doesn't work for me, that's where the choice comes in for me. That's where I have to be grown. Like, you know what, Tanya, this is something maybe we need to work at. Maybe this is affecting us. And if she chooses to fix that, then that's great. If she don't, like I said, I have a choice. I can choose to accept it. Is it going to be a deal breaker, or is it something that I need to move toward? But it's basically growth. And like I said, she's challenging me to grow, and that's what I look for in her. It's not for me to be on the exact page she is. It's for her to challenge me, and that's what she does.
Love it. Love
Mhm.
it. I mean, dropping
Yeah.
nuggets tonight. But real quick, we got one last guest we're going to bring on for a couple of minutes because we about to get up out of here. It's been great conversation. Nuggets are being dropped. Let me go ahead on and
Absolutely.
introduce him real quick. He's a friend of the show. Man, y'all know who he is. If y'all watch Real Talk, you know who it is. It's our guy, the one and the only. Looks like he's at work, Mr. Chris Kane. Come on in here, boy. What's happening?
What up?
Hey,
What up? What's going
Chris.
on?
He always at
Yeah.
work. I swear that man never takes a day off.
If y'all need a loan, y'all know who to go to. That brother always on the clock.
Hell, I need a loan now. Hell.
I hear you. I hear you. What up, Chris? Real quick, we about to get on up
What's
out of
going
here. We
on?
wanted to bring you on. We had you waiting, man, before we get up out of here, man. What's your thoughts, man? Talk to us.
Yeah, real quick. I just want to chime in real quick. Basically, we I understood everything that everybody was saying. It's very good information. Some things that I can use in my own marriage. You know what I'm saying? I've been with we just had an anniversary on the 28th of July. We just had one of some 9 years married, 10 years together. So it's just
Congratulations.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Congrats.
Um, thank you, brother. Thank you. That communication bug is a mug, boy. I'm telling you, because I'm the type of person like it's just me. It's nothing against her. It's just how I'm wired. I don't
Mhm.
express emotion. I don't express feelings. I don't express that whole thing like that because that makes me look soft as a man. But at the time of me dealing with certain things, it's just I had to open up, and that was a main thing. That was a real big problem because, I mean, I don't do conflict. I don't. I be like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? My wife is an
Mhm.
alpha. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of the lackadaisical, more nonchalant, and it might be given off like I don't care, but that's just how I am. But the whole time I'm process, trying to figure out what needs to be done, how this needs to
Mhm.
go, what needs to go here, what needs to go there. And the thing is like when it comes to certain things, it's like, well, how you gonna fix it? Well, let me go ahead and try to figure this out. But if it doesn't
Mhm.
work right then and there, it's like, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and I'll just fix it, and it makes it seem like it's always her trying to fix the situation or fix the problem and coming with the solution. It takes me a little while to process certain things because I want to make sure that it's flawless. I'm just not going to put no half-ass solution together. I want to make sure it is bulletproof. You see what I'm saying? To make sure that this works and this does not come up again. You know, but as far as with the argument type thing and that communication and stuff, like my wife is an alpha. She's an alpha female, you know
Mhm.
and I'm just more of the type of like, just all right, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like if she has that type of thing, and I'm like, I just give her time, I give her space. So then when she comes back around, she's like, so you're not gonna address about what's going on here? Hey, I'm giving you time because for one thing, You feel some type of way about the situation. I feel some type of way about the situation. Your mouth is slick and my mouth is slick. So let me just go ahead and chill before I say something that I'm probably going to regret. And we come back and we let cooler heads prevail. But that's what's kept us going as far as we have been going, because it could have been F bomb, B bombs, MF bombs all over the place. And now I'm sitting here, been married for what? Been together for a year, only been married 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to go over that again. And there's been a lot of times I had to put my pride to the side because I thought I had to fix the situation. I had to come to it and I had to do these type of things. But at the same time, I also have to let you know, hey, you was foul with what you said with this. I mean, I get that you emotional, you saying things, speaking out of turn, but understand you have to realize that you can't just say certain things just because you are emotional. Because I was emotional, but I held my tongue on you. You see what I'm saying? You can't say those type of things. You can find other ways to express yourself in order to make this work. Now, if it's an uncomfortable situation, and there have been some that have been uncomfortable situations, and it is what it is. We just put it right there on the table, let it go, let it be that, because that mountain will grow up under that rug. That fire will grow with that gasoline, and then you'll have resentment towards that person.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
Now let
saying?
me
And
ask you, Chris, when you're
yes, ma'am.
saying, I'm sorry to cut you off, when you're saying alpha female, I have a lot of friends that we have this type of conversation, and some of my male friends are saying there's no such thing as an alpha female, things like that. Can you kind of like break down, like as far as what do you mean as an alpha female in a household with a man that's
Basically,
there? Like how is a female an alpha female
she's
in a
very
marriage?
headstrong. She's very headstrong. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants. She gets what she wants. She goes after what she wants, and she will not stop until she get what she wants. Prime example:
So she's
this
like
woman
very
has,
independent.
yeah, she's ooh,
Mm,
she's
okay.
very what?
Independent.
Very. You know what I'm saying? I'm married to the type of woman that does not need you, but wants you. You see what I'm saying? So she can be good with you, or she can be great, good with you, or great without you. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? She can go either way. She could be great both ways. You know what I'm saying? It's just the simple fact of, you know, when she come up with ideas and she come up with certain things or whatever the case is, most of the times it's the right thing, you know, for it or whatever the case is, and we have that agreement. You know what I'm saying? Because now
Right.
we talk, we communicate, and I give details and everything else like that. Like it's sometimes you got to do a self check. Sometimes it's not the person. Sometimes you got to self check yourself because sometimes that
Mm-hmm.
check engine light come on. It's like, well, hold on, but what just happened? But then you got to self check yourself before you try to check somebody else. You can't have your house dirty talking about somebody need to clean their house. You got to clean up your stuff for what you got going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you got to self check yourself. And then once you find out everything is okay, well, then let me go ahead and analyze this some more. So whenever it comes up to, okay, well, you want to go and have this or this, that, and the third is going on or whatever, I was like, well, okay, cool. But some of the times, and very few, it'd be like, well, you know what? I don't know if that'll work because then this will happen and this, that, and the third. But what about if we finagle to do this or move this around or do this or this, that, and the third? She was like, okay, I get
Okay.
it.
Now,
That'll work.
now,
That's a
now,
compromise.
Todd and the Chillums, what do you
Right.
guys think about dealing with a overly independent wife, or if do you guys have those issues at home, or any advice to give Chris before we leave out of here?
Um, no, I don't think we have that. I don't say she's. I mean, she's very dependent, and I love her mind, but I don't see it as I guess would be in that scenario. Like I said, I see her as an equal. So I mean, um,
Mhm.
any decisions we coming together and making that happen. So I mean, just like you
Right.
said, I mean, regardless of yeah, you could be headstrong here, and same thing, I could be headstrong here, but we have to come to a decision because it's going to affect the household, not just one person. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I
Absolutely.
look at it. I mean, I would want you to be independent, be because
Mhm.
I now I'm going to feel like you need me, and you can't love anything that you need, right? So
Right.
I don't want that. So just as long as we're there together and it's no issue.
I, I'm
That's
I'm
what's
gonna
Okay.
say
up.
this
How
in
That's
it.
what's
about
up.
Oh, go
Todd?
ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
Oh, I'm
about to
sorry.
get out of yeah, we about to get out of here, Chris. We gotta let them
Yeah.
go because yeah.
What
We'll
what do
be
you
Yeah,
up
because
here
think?
I got to
Any
all
really do.
night.
advice?
Boy,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
do.
Any advice, Todd?
Nah,
Todd?
brother, listen, ultimately for me as a man, listen, y'all, this is a heavy conversation. There's so many layers to this, man.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like it's not because everybody's got, again, has their own perspective, has their own experiences. And personally, I have learned over the years as a man, the more passive you are, the worse results you're going to get. And that's just my
Mm,
opinion, my experiences. When you learn to be emotionally intelligent and assertive, you can get your point across. When you learn that, hey, look, I talk to my wife. Loves, can you please sit down? I need to talk to you for a second, please. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, listen, it's very
mm,
direct. It's very
Hmm.
she gets she has all of my feelings. Listen, when you learn to mix your feelings and have a good mesh, and again keep your masculinity, you know what I mean? You're not pouring your heart out crying. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. You can get your point
Yeah.
across, man. I'm telling you. But
mm,
it's a
Right.
long, Chris, I don't know if you heard earlier, me and Larry, we were talking about, it's a long journey for a man to get there, honestly, to gain
it
that
is.
Yeah.
emotional intelligence, to be able
Right.
to articulate your feelings to a woman to where you're feeling like you're not emotionally decapitated. Because all, as men, we've been allotted to tell ourselves we can't have problems, when in fact
Right.
Hmm.
harnessing them is not good for us.
Right.
So
And we
Yeah.
carry the weight on the world on our shoulders every day, but don't nobody know it
yeah,
Big
because we don't
so to
facts.
come
express it.
home so not to be able to express yourself at home twice over, listen, that's a lot for a man.
Yeah.
Anyways, listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all having me on. It's been
Oh
great.
man, there's no doubt. There's no
Yeah.
Absolutely.
doubt about it. So look, we're gonna get
Great.
up out of here. Chris, I appreciate you tapping in, bro. We going you know the
Yeah,
schedule.
appreciate it.
So be on here the rest of the week if you can. We're gonna see you, bro.
All right, y'all gonna be on Friday,
Absolutely.
right?
We're gonna be on tomorrow, we're gonna be on Wednesday, and we're gonna be on Friday.
Oh well, I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday, so I'll be on and Friday. I work day shifts. I'm on swing, so I'll be back on days. So I'll be on here. I'll
That'll work.
be on the
That'll work. All
definitely.
right, brother. Have a good night at work. Bless up.
All right. Yes,
Take care,
sir. All
Ed.
right.
All
Yeah,
right. All
no
right.
problem.
Later. And before
That
we
was
get everybody out of here, I want to do like we always do and give our panel and my wonderful co-host the opportunity to give some departing words, and then I'm going to give some departing words. So whoever wants to go
absolutely.
first, speak your piece.
I'm gonna let you. Well, somebody is asking for a part two.
I
That would
know
be cousin
that
up.
was cousin.
Okay, I'll
And we
let
will
Ted
do
close it
one.
out.
I see. Let me
I'm
close.
gonna let you close it out.
All right. So, I think the main key, probably main takeaway, even for us men, we have to learn how to be vulnerable. And I think that's a lot what we struggle with. We don't know how to be vulnerable. We think it make us look weak. We think, people going to talk about us, but basically we're hiding a
Absolutely.
part of ourselves. We have the same emotions, and like Todd was saying, we just have to be able to articulate. Before I used to shut down,
Hmm.
and I'm not even gonna lie, it's because I didn't know how to articulate my emotions, my feeling intelligently. So
Yeah.
as soon as I say something, I'll get heated. I'm like, you know what? Don't even worry about it, and I'll turn. We have to be open to be able to express ourselves and be able to accept what we get back and not look at it as an attack on us personally. So that's my spiel for the pen.
Okay.
What are we on? Final words?
Final
Yeah,
word.
yeah,
What was that?
departing
Well, I
words.
missed.
It's
It's
the
your
final
departing
words,
words.
Todd.
It's your
No,
departing
listen.
words.
I'll say this. For me, I again, I don't know. Everybody teaches on. I see marriage as a very serious thing. When you start, I think about, what does life look like in 20 years? What does it look like? I'm telling you, the older we get, the less like doing this is rinse and repeat, going through meeting new people. It's just entirely exhausting to your spirit, to your soul, your finances. Economically, you lose your stability. I just see marriage as so important. So whatever we got to do in order to conquer it and have a better relationship, you need to challenge yourself. And remember what we said earlier, that's the lesson in life. Love is the
Mm-hmm.
lesson. That's how you become a better person, generally through
Hmm.
love. It'll teach you. Nothing hurts you worse, right? Than getting your heart broken. Um, so that's all I say. I just think about, like, God, when God gives you a good person in your life and they're batting for you and they're there to you thick and thin. Listen, they ain't making them like how they used to on both ends.
I'm telling you.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Big facts.
So, yeah.
Go ahead,
So
sis.
someone had just posted a question. They said, "Shy, are you an alpha?" I was an alpha when I was unhealed. Okay. Coming, I guess, being raised with my grandparents, being raised by my aunt and uncle, and experience also brokenness. And becoming an independent woman. I use the quote, "I'm an alpha female. I'm an alpha female." I'm not an alpha female. I'm in my soft era. Okay. I don't want to be an alpha. Now
Me
I am
too, Shy.
independent. You know,
I'm in the
I
soft
am
girl era.
independent. I'm a very strong-minded woman. I know how to take I don't want to say lead, but I know how to protect the ball if my husband drops it. You understand what I'm saying? Like I know how to be a crown to a king. So I'm not an alpha female. You
Mm.
know, I'm a soft woman. But yeah, I think tonight was definitely was needed in the community. I've been to more probably funerals and baby showers than I've been to marriages. You understand? Like, so it's so good to see us having successful marriages and being able to give advice to other younger couples, even older couples, people that are trying to decide if they want to get married again or going through a heartbreak or just that in between stage where you don't know what to do in your marriage. So I appreciate you guys' advice. I appreciate the nuggets. I just appreciate being here and with you guys. I pray for many, many years and forevers in with you guys' marriages. I hope to, like you said, Todd, there's so many different layers, you understand, to this thing called marriage. So yeah, that's my final word for the night. And I hope we do have a part two. And it's hope for you, Katie.
Yeah, yeah. That's hope for everybody. Everybody that wants to be
Yes.
in the game, that's hope. But yeah, we definitely will have a part two. We'll figure out and come back because we only touched on a few things. I think it's a whole lot more stuff that we can really learn from each other. Look, first and
Hmm.
foremost, I want to say thank you, Todd, Miss Tanya, Teddy. Thank y'all for joining us and giving us your knowledge and just inspiring and educating our viewing audience tonight. Um, and there was nothing that was said that was wrong. I mean,
Hmm.
hell, like I said, I've been in the game 27 years and I learned a lot. And I'm going to apply what I learned from all of y'all. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Look, real quick, we're going to plug these shows because, as I said, we are back. Real Talk itself is every Monday. So we'll be coming to you live and in living color every Monday with a different topic.
Yes.
So definitely, if you enjoyed this show, come on back. It's more heat with that. Also, this week, tomorrow night, we've got Mr. Rob DeLoach, who has a school that he has created and is basically schooling and teaching young boys different principles of becoming successful young men, teaching them that it's more to life than just sports. That's very much
Hmm.
needed within the culture. So we're going to have that show.
Absolutely.
Myself, D, we're going to be doing that interview tomorrow. Back to sports now. Wednesday night, it's the NFL show. So Shy, you can come on through and rep the more garbage
Of
ass
course.
Cowboys. Rep the more
Yep.
garbage. They're a
Absolutely.
1-star rated team, and whoever y'all teams is, y'all come through and rep.
Whatever.
I got to get it. I can't stand
You know,
Dallas. I got to put it
you
out
know
there.
that we have a cowboy show on the Netflix going on right now, just to let y'all know. But go ahead.
I hope your internet freezes. Anyway, getting back to it. Wednesday night, the NFL
Hey,
show, the premiere of You Talk, the NFL edition. We're going to be here. We want everybody to come through, rep your teams. We're going to be talking basically about who likes who and what y'all think is going to happen this upcoming season.
I can't
And of course,
wait.
Friday night, when we come back, it's going to be the show of shows. Miami Hurricane football, which this is rooted in. Y'all know how hard
Hmm.
we get around here. Y'all know how grimy we get. Devin and myself will be back on here talking Canes football. We're only going to be a little bit, 2 weeks? Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks from this weekend from the season opener. So a
Hmm.
lot of stuff coming. And next week, I believe, is going to be the premiere of the NBA show. So we got a whole lot of stuff going on here on the
What's
YouTube
going
network.
on?
Hey, y'all tap in and come through and bring y'all people. For real.
We'll do. We'll do.
Okay. And be
No doubt.
available when we do part two, okay? We definitely
Yes.
doing a part
Got,
two.
got.
Y'all,
And
y'all come
hopefully
see
Todd,
me.
your
Y'all
wife
come
can
see
join
me.
us.
Y'all come see
Absolutely.
me on
Yeah,
TikTok.
I have to bring my
Exactly. I
wife. I have to
got
bring
you.
my wife on next time.
Yeah,
Yes,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yes.
yes,
Yes. Yes. We got to have you on for that, Todd. Definitely. Have you
yes.
and the missus
And
on.
hopefully
And
cousin will come too.
yes, we got to get cousin on too. So y'all hang
Absolutely.
tight. Y'all hang tight real quick before we get out of here. We're gonna do the closing credits just to kind of chop it up real quick. We ain't gonna be on long, but Thank you. And y'all know how we start every. Oh, first and foremost, I know Todd knows how to do it. So Tanya, Teddy, y'all know how we do this, right? No, don't let no Miami people see you do that. Don't let the Miami people say that's Utah. Listen, Utah, the Utes is that. Don't do that. It's got to be all the fingers. It's all the fingers. Yeah.
I tried.
Hey, I give you an A for effort, but Lord, the Miami people, ooh. We got you, sis. But look, we're gonna catch y'all. Just tap in. Y'all get the notifications. We'll let you know what's happening. Y'all know how we start every show. Y'all know how we end every show. Ain't no us. Tell them, y'all, throw it up.
Come on, y'all. Without you, baby.
Oh yeah. Y'all have a great week. Lock in. Try to come through tomorrow.
Y'all have a good night. God bless.
All right. Peace.
All right.
From the heart of the city to the edge of the world, telling stories of black kings and queens.
It's Utah, baby.
Every topic, every voice, like a new kind of pearl. Shining light on truths to make the future swirl. It's real talk, baby. El Frank and Shy Blue coming through, baby. Real topics, real stuff for the people, baby. Buckle up and let's roll with real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. It's real talk, baby. And it ain't no me without you, baby. It's you talk, baby, and it ain't no me without you, baby. From the heart of the city to the edge of the world,
It's Utah, baby.
Black kings and queens, but both in a fur.